We are 20 days into the transfer window, and you guys wouldn't believe the turn it took and what it meant for our team. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Coachito and welcome back to episode 6 of my Trust the Process Arsenal series. At the beginning of the transfer window, I got a message from the board and we're 20 days in, so I feel so sad I can't show you guys that message because it has been deleted from my feed. So basically, for everyone that has been following, you remember that I started the season with just 10 million budget. And we had to sell a lot of players to bring in quite a lot of players. So basically, at the beginning of the transfer window, immediately after that Man City match that you guys saw in the last episode, immediately the transfer window got opened, the board just came to me that they were adding 50 million pounds, 50 something million pounds. They just told me that, okay, at the time I had 5 million in my transfer budget. So they just told me that my new budget is now 55 million. I was so surprised, I thought it was not real. I came here and lo and behold, I actually met it there. And guess what, guys? We have Declan Rice, guys. We finally have Declan Rice. I know you must be thinking, how do I have Declan Rice already and I still have 48 million here to spend? You know how we do. We sell players to bring in players. We've sold 3 other people in this January. We sold Robodin for 11 million. We sold, remember I gave you guys that update in the last match. We sold Xhaka for 15 million, Robodin for 11 million, Fabio Vieira we sold him for 24 million, and then Nino Tavares we sold him for 11 million. I've done a big mistake on my part. I sold Nino Tavares without signing his replacement. I had a deal to sign Malacia. Malacia was supposed to come in. When they bid for Tavares, I went to check if I could get somebody that can back up for TNA and is decent. So I picked Malacia, and Malacia was going to come for just as little as 10 million and with add-ons. But then they rejected his work permit. I was so sad. They rejected his work permit, and at this point Tavares had already gone. I couldn't take that deal back. So that means in January we've brought in an additional 71 million pounds in addition to the 50 million that they gave us. So that's why you see Declan Rice in the team. And I also had to go get Bellerin as a proper backup for Tomiyasu that I have on the team. I bought him because he is homegrown and then he's club grown. So I brought in Declan Rice, he's also homegrown, and I brought in Bellerin, he's club grown and he's homegrown. So we can register him for European competitions. So that is that. We brought in Declan Rice for 70 million to rise up to 86. And remember how I do my transfers, we don't have to pay all that now. And then we brought in Bellerin for 17 million, add-ons 2026. It is 10 days to go in the transfer window, January transfer window, and we still have 48 million to spend. And we are looking to bring in a winger because I'm tired of shuffling. You guys know that all season I've been shuffling through all my wingers, and these are all the options I have so far. So as far as left back goes, I've been able to identify this guy. He comes in very, very cheap for us, just 3 million to back up TNA. The problem is there are other clubs involved that also want to buy him. But we've offered him a contract. If we get him, then so be it. If we don't, then we try out for another player. I have somebody in mind to also cover for that. There's this guy in Brentford, Omar Richards. Yeah, so if I don't get Pellegrini, I'll be buying this guy. He's homegrown and he's decent. So that is where I'm at in terms of transfer. As far as the Premier League goes, immediately after the Man City match, we went at home straight to Nottingham Forest. That was a 5-1 victory that we could predict. I mean, we just finished beating Man City 5-0. I don't expect anything less, but we weren't able to get that clean sheet. And then after that, we went into the Brentford match in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. This match was so close, guys. Like, we scored, we thought it was going to be like a run in the park for us. It was us at home, we scored, and then in the second half we couldn't get, you can see shots on target 13, we couldn't get any other goal until they equalized us. They equalized us. I played that extra time. I made a lot of subs. I brought in Osimhen, I brought in Smith Rowe, and I brought in Zapata. Smith Rowe came on in the extra time, so that's why I could make subs. So it had to go into penalties. These guys played penalties. It was almost the goalkeeper's turn. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 penalties. I was so scared somebody was going to lose on my side because it was carriers in goal. Everybody kept on scoring, and also their goalkeeper, everybody kept on scoring. But at the end of the day, we came out on top. Ben White scored and they lost. That was the FA Cup, rather. I'm so sorry. That was the FA Cup. So imagine we could have led the FA Cup right from the first match. It was so close for us. The Carabao Cup quarterfinal, on the other hand, was against Man City at home, and then these are guys that we just beat 2 days ago, and we had to beat them again. So the awkward thing about this match is it took 87 minutes for us to get our first goal, and it took a corner kick. 87 minutes for us to get our first goal, and then right towards the time where I was trying to defend the goal, Gabriel Jesus scores. It's like Gabriel Jesus doesn't score except he sees Man City. You guys remember his first goal was against Man City? That guy has just maybe 3 goals or 5 goals all season, and almost all of them were against Man City. Immediately after that quarterfinal, we were drawn against Newcastle, and you won't believe in the final we'll be playing Southampton. So I mean, I guess maybe I should just call it now. Carabao Cup is in the bag. At least, nothing. We'll win Carabao Cup, but let me not do too much yet. In this episode, I'll be bringing you guys the Chelsea game and the Liverpool game. As you can see, Liverpool are still yet to lose. I don't understand what these guys are. Well, I don't understand how they are doing it. Now getting Declan Rice into the team and possibly getting a good winger at the end of the transfer window, I can easily say that, or maybe not easily, but we can even challenge for the title if possible. But the goal here is to make top 4, because these guys are not losing. I don't understand how we'll compete with that. We are still going to lose. We've lost 3 matches all season, and I'm sure we are still going to lose. So that is that about that. So I've already said the team. This is the team that I'll be going with, but I need to check if there's nobody I'm leaving out. Let's just go this way. I'm not making any questionable decisions today. Alright. It is Chelsea away. I've played all the teams, all the big teams I've played so far. Apart from Man City, I've been away. I played Man U away, Liverpool away. I'm playing Chelsea away, and I've also played Tottenham away. So in the second half of the season that we are officially about to enter, all of them will be coming home to Emirates. And you guys know how playing at home have been for us so far. We've won all our own matches, and if we continue that way, we're also going to break some kind of goal record. I think that record is held by Man City, real life, 18 wins. That's a nice ball. Please score. Oh my god, that's the issue with 1-on-1 on FM. Oh gosh, that should have been a nice way to start this game. Punish Fofana for making that mistake. I wouldn't want to lose 1-on-1 now, and then this day people's coming from crossing and nodding. Since Declan Rice came into that team, he has played I think about 2 games, and right from the bat I noticed that there is more control in midfield, because he has that, oh gosh, that was so close. He has that vision that McTominay doesn't have. When I want to play around football, McTominay is preferred because he's more agile and I think more aggressive. Okay, let's see what happens from here. How do we? Please, not another outside. Oh, nice save. He even caught the ball. I don't know why am I always so scared to concede a goal. I promise I won't do that again. Declan Rice is dropping a stinker for us here. 6.5 since I'm not looking. And remember, I didn't bring McTominay. So if anything happens, second half, That first half didn't bring us a lot of highlights. As you can see, we had 7 shots, 3 shots on target. And Chelsea 3 shots, just 2 on target. Wow! Nice shots. Nice shots from Gabriel Jesus. Maybe he's a man for the big games, but I'll be removing him soon. I'm bringing in somebody I know that crosses a lot. Smith Rowe. Chelsea, Lukaku. Look, he's not going to score. I called it! Nice save from Ramsdale. That was a very lovely save. Ramsdale is saving us in this match so far. So maybe I should remember that in the day he's not doing well. By the way, somebody came to beat for Ramsdale. Newcastle. Newcastle are currently... What's happening here? Oh, that was so close. It hit the post. Look at Pepe panicking. Newcastle came to bid for Ramsdale, and Ramsdale told me, he actually told me he wants to go. He told me he wants to go, that they are offering him more salary. Newcastle are currently 19th in the league. Is it that they don't build something into this stuff that, lets the players realize that you are about to, go to a team that is about to relegate, even if they have to pay you more? I'm here challenging for the title, and you are telling me you want to go to a team just because they are offering you more salary. I had to speak to him anyway. I told him I was going to sell him if they come up with a better offer. Imagine bidding 28 million for Ramsdale, my Ramsdale. Ramsdale, almost World Cup winner Ramsdale. Ramsdale, World Cup finalist Ramsdale. Go, Gabriel! The man is as it again. Pew, 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 pew. Oh my God, he's been doing this all season. This is his 4th goal, and most of them came from a corner kick, and they are all headers. So I told Ramsdale that he's only going to go if they come back with a better offer, because the moment you reject that deal, the next thing they ask for is an increased salary, and I don't want to increase his salary yet. He's on 60. I want him to be able to earn it. So I just told him that I will accept if they come up with a better offer, and I said an amount that he agreed with, that I know that Newcastle will not be able to come up with in this January, which is 52 million. Somebody bringing 28 million for a player won't turn around the next day and bring in 52 million when they are not Man U. So that's that. Like I said in the last match, I'm not changing anything in this match. I always try to go into the game and tweak a lot of stuff to see out the game, and that's when I end up conceding. But in this match, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do anything at all, except maybe at this point, I have to at least do time wasting. I'm not touching anything else, but they have to waste time. 4 minutes extra time. It's 91. It's 92, almost there, 93, 94, please say full time. Pew, 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 pew. We won the London Derby against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Imagine what I'm going to do to them when they come to Emirates. I'm calling it, I'm winning the league. I'm not calling it, but I'm challenging for the title now, because people are still going to have to play against Liverpool. They have to go up against other top 4, but they are playing me next, and they are coming to the Emirates. It's going to be a shutdown. We're going to die there. Their body goes surplus. You understand me? So it's 3 days in between. I'm just going to be keeping the same lineup. Fitness concerns for Gabriel Jesus. You think concern me? If you like, you should die. Odegaard man of the match. Odegaard man of the hour. Odegaard man in the moment. We've not lost since that Liverpool's trashing. It was at that point I stopped making questionable decisions. You guys remember this Tottenham match? So we play Liverpool next. Alright guys, so here we are. This is the game against Liverpool, and we're about to get into that. Before we do that, let me just give you guys an update on the Pellegrini deal. I think he has accepted to join us. so he'll be with us before the end of the transfer window, if that work permit is accepted. If that work permit is accepted, rather. What? If the work permit is accepted. So yeah, I wanted to go with Gabriel Jesus on the right and Pepe on the left, same way we played against Chelsea. But I mean, just leave it to FM to do that. A day before the game, he got a knock, and I can't I can't start him. So yeah, basically this is what I'll be going with. I'll be going with Zicheko on the left here. I would have loved to use Saka instead, but I mean it's been terrible all season. So I'll just prefer to use Zinchenko there instead. At least he has 3 goals and 3 assists in all competitions, and I feel like he could create more. So that's what we'll be going with today. Nothing changes except Zinchenko into the team, and we'll see what that gets us. Liverpool won their last match, by the way. They are now back to being about 5 points, or I think 4 points ahead of us. As you can see, this is their first 11, basically the same thing that they use in real life, but this is somebody different. Matip, Van Dijk, and everywhere else is the same thing. So yeah, we're at home, and I won't tell them to take a revenge yet, except if they are not doing well in the first half. So that is how we line up, and let's see. I know we're scoring this. That should be Kobo Zapata. I hope that's not offside. VR is taking this, please. VR is taking this, please. Let it not be cancelled. I beg you. It's not going to be easy to score another goal against Liverpool. Goal awarded. Let's go right off the bat. It's not even 1 minute yet. Nice goal. Nice goal. Great assist. We are hungry. We are angry. Just one questionable decision today, starting Zinchenko, but so far it is paying off for us. Okay. Matip. Nice ball. Pass. Oh my god! Pepe, this is why I need wingers, guys. This is why all my wingers are just meh. The guys that I expected much from are the ones not doing anything. Saka and Gabriel Jesus. They don't do much. What was Pepe trying to do there? Araujo, back to Pepe. Rice, back to Pepe. Go 2-0. This is the match you are going to lose. We are not the people for you, Liverpool. We are not the people for you. We are getting a revenge on that 4-1 first leg defeat. Perfect first half so far. I mean, that was the perfect first half for us. So we're about to begin the second half, and let's see what that takes us. Zinchenko is not doing much. Maybe this is the time I bring on. Okay, what happens here? TNA, Osime. Oh my God, we're going to get that back. Thiago, Thiago, senior man. Let's go again. Attack, attack, attack. Nice pass from Zinchenko. That was a nice pass. Let's go, let's go. I think Kobo 3-0. Just one more goal to get that revenge. That was a nice pass. I mean, just imagine, look at that assist. That was a nice pass from Zinchenko from this point. That pass from Zinchenko was awesome. That Zinchenko's decision has been paying off so far. I mean, I love to think my tactical brilliance is the reason we are winning this game right now. Please, I just feel like we're about to concede another outside shot goal, or maybe not. Nice save from Ramsdale. Ramsdale went to that World Cup and came back a different goalkeeper. Maybe I will have to actually give him that new contract he wants, but until he asks for it, I'm just going to finish this January transfer window first, so I'll know how much I'm risking. Nice save again. Ramsdale is on fire. I honestly thought I honestly thought this guy was going to score in that open near post, but that was not the case. Let's see. Oh man, Saka is such a bad luck. I don't know if he's in yet, but he's coming into this game. If anything is going to happen here, we will be the one getting more goals instead. And that's what's about to happen. Go ball! 4-1. Perfect revenge. They beat us 4-1 in the first leg, and we are currently beating them 4-1. These are the league leaders, guys. They've not lost any games this season. And leave it to Arsenal to be the one to defeat them. Such an humiliating defeat. At least when they beat me, I made questionable decisions. That was the match I said I was going to try carry us in goal, and they carry us me. It was very carriousful. I mean, it was carilious. No questionable decisions, just vibes, just win. And after beating them this, maybe, just maybe, I can say we will challenge for the title. Oh my god, that should be 5-1. But anyway, the game is won, so I don't know. I can't remember how many points they have ahead of us, but we'll be gaining 3 points away from them now. Maybe we can challenge for the title. I mean, Man U still have to come to our Emirates, Chelsea away, Tottenham Emirates, and we've just dealt with Liverpool. So that is the game. Zapata on point, Osimhen on point, Pepe on point. I wonder what would have happened if I had played Gabriel Jesus instead. You can imagine. Maybe I'll be bringing in on Saka, because now I brought him on. He actually performed. I don't know what happened to Gabriel today, but he's been on fire all season, and this is not just the game for him. As you can see, he's been on fire all season. But I think it's the reason we considered that goal. He has 5 goals in all he has 5 goals in the Premier League. Some strikers don't even have that. So yeah, that is that about that. Let's check out where we are on the table. Okay, we've played 20 matches halfway through the season, and we are 2 points behind the league leaders, with 1 game in hand ahead of Manchester City, 3 points ahead of Man United, and 7 points ahead of the 5th position. I can easily say making the top 4 from this point is going to be a breeze for us. Like, the goal was to make top 4, and here we are 20 games into the season, and we are looking like we might even challenge for the title at this point. Alright guys, so that is it from the Liverpool game. Moving on to transfer activities. As you can see, we have Bournemouth to play in the next 2 days, and the deadline day comes up in the next 4 days. So I'm going to play the Bournemouth game and run a little bit of activities in the transfer window, and then bring you every activities and everything we are going to do on the deadline day. Alright guys, so it is the deadline day, but before I get into that, I'd love to give you the update from the Bournemouth game. Obviously, you know how we do. We won the game. We changed everybody except Osimhen and Gabriel, and to my surprise, they all played well. And that's that about that for the game. So back to the transfer window. So we'll be taking part in that deadline day transfer window, and here we are. Man U is also interested in buying Gabriel Jesus, and Jota that we are looking to buy is also looking to go to Juve. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah guys, at this point in the transfer window, it's about 10 hours to go, and we still have no offer for Martinelli. It's funny that that Dortmund would actually bid for Saka, but it was a loan bid, so it was rejected immediately. And they also tried to sign Tomiyasu, also a loan bid and an option to sign. So obviously I'm not having that with them. And at this point in the window, I need to start looking forward to signing one of the wingers that I have highlighted here. It's we don't have the funds to sign Gnabry, but it's going to be between Fati, Coman, Asensio. I don't think we also have the funds to sign Rafael Leao, but I'll be trying and see if we can get one of those guys in. Alright guys, so here we are. It's 9 minutes, 9 hours rather, before the end of the transfer window, and we've made an offer for Ansu Fati. Barca are asking for a loan back, so we would reject that. So we're going to reject that and see what we can do to negotiate with him. We've made an offer for Fati and Coleman, and we would love to sign Fati instead. They are pretty close in terms of their attributes, but Coleman basically has more experience, I guess. But Fati is going to come with a lot more resale value, so we might end up signing him. We also made an offer for Rafael Leao, but we're not able to strike a deal at the moment. Alright guys, so it's 7 hours before the end of the deadline day, and we went back in for Leao. It took a lot. Let me see if I can show you how the proceedings went. The initial bid was rejected. We went back in, negotiated with them. It took a lot of bargaining. As you can see, these are the details of the offer. 10 million after 50 Premier League games, 3 million after 20 matches, 14 million after minimum of 50 goals. He's not going to get 50 goals in the Premier League anytime soon. So I'm confident that by the time he scores 50 goals, the team would be much better. And so, and this 80 million is split into two. I have to pay about 40 now, and then 40 something now, and then 30 something split into three. So that was how we're able to get Rafael Leao, and he's about to come to the team. So that concludes our deadline day for now. So to that effect, it has eaten a lot into our transfer budget. As you can see, we are now 60 million behind. I can just adjust this. I can adjust this to give that to reduce that. So this is where we are. So there you have it, guys. The deadline day is done, and it was a very eventful one for us indeed. Coupled with the money that was given to us at the beginning of the window, we brought in 70 million and we ended up spending 170. So it was a very lovely window for us. We certainly made the team stronger, and at this point where we are on the table, we can easily say maybe, just maybe, we'll be challenging even for the league. Because of Rafael Leao coming in, I'll be changing my system. Same stuff I've been using, just inverted. So this time around, this is what I'll be going with to play him on the left, so he can do what he does best. So till next time, guys, I enjoy bringing this to you. Do take care of yourself. Do not forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Thank you, and I will see you next time.